Welcome to CEO Insights. I'm Marilyn de Guzman with investingnews.com. We're here at BRIC in Vancouver, and I'm sitting with Killian Charles, as President and CEO of Brunswick Exploration. Hi, Killian.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you. So let's talk about lithium. 2024 hasn't been a good year. It's been a challenging year for lithium, but maybe give us your take on the prospects for lithium in 2025.
That's a good question. When you think about 2024, it definitely was a challenging year, but it's not all bad. I mean, lithium demand grew more aggressively than what people expected. There's always been a hubbub about, electric car sales going down. I think that's just a lot of noise. When it comes to decarbonization, when it comes to lithium demand, it's a much larger picture than that. And when you look to 2025, I think we're going to be surprised on the demand side, because one of the main avenues of growth has been renewable energy installation. I think we're now reaching a point where there's 1 gigawatt of solar energy being installed on a daily basis. That's an astounding number. 15 years ago, it would take us half a year to reach that installation rate, and we're doing it on a daily basis. And I was just reading, China is looking to install roughly about 10% of Canada's total power generation. We generate a lot of power in Canada in renewables. And that's a lot of lithium demand, because renewables need ways of storing that excess power during the day. And that's where a lithium carbonate or lithium hydroxide batteries come in nice and clear. And so I expect lithium demand to continue surprising on the upside, which is obviously going to make for a much healthier lithium price going into this year, into 2025. So I really do believe that the darkest part is behind us when it comes to lithium price. And, when we look to the future, it's going to be a healthier price. And I think a lot of companies, juniors, are going to benefit from that. And, we hope to be in there as well, benefiting from a healthier lithium price. But ultimately, companies are judged on the strength of their projects. And, we happen to have some pretty strong projects in Brunswick as well, irrespective of the lithium price.
Right. And, speaking of projects, you've had some significant successes with your Mirage project in Quebec. Tell us a bit more about that and the progress and what are your plans for this year? Yeah.
So, Mirage is an asset that we discovered in late 2023. Greenfield discovery, and then we pushed it quite hard. We've now drilled almost 17,000 meters. We're about to initiate a new drill campaign where we're looking to drill probably another 5,000 to 7,000 meters. We always take the view that we need to move our assets ahead. The lithium price might be weaker, so we're a little bit more careful in how we move or advance our assets. But we're hoping to demonstrate strong metallurgy of the project, demonstrate that it can be a low-cost producer, and show the scale of this asset, continue showing the scale and scope of this asset. Quebec is blessed with a significant number of, frankly, world-class assets, and Mirage sits in probably one of the most exciting areas in the James Bay in Quebec, having, some pretty interesting neighbors across the board, be it Patriot, be it Winsome. And, we're out there delineating another massive lithium assets in the province as well. So it's definitely the right place to be with the right asset and the right company.
Right. And then you have another lithium project in Greenland. And I think investors will be interested, to know about that part of the world and what makes that project compelling.
Yeah, look, Greenland is definitely one asset or an area, I should say, that is heating up geopolitically to a certain extent. What we are in Brunswick is we're explorationists. I mean, we understand how to explore for lithium. We're here to make lithium discoveries. And, we had gone and explored across all of Canada from almost coast to coast. I mean, from the Maritime straight through, almost through Alberta. We explored across many, many provinces in the country. And, we quickly realized that the geological potential in Quebec is just outsized, and so focused there. But we still wanted to leverage that expertise we built. And so I'll be honest, Greenland is something that's been in the back of our head for about 3 years now. In 2024, we finally got around putting pen to paper, staked a significant portfolio in the country. We were the only ones there looking for lithium, and we remain the only company looking for lithium in Greenland. So it definitely had first mover advantage. For the first time, we went there in 2024, and it took us about 3 weeks for us to make a discovery. It was very, very fast. We made it right next to the capital of Nuuk. 25,000 people live there, easily accessible by a number of international flights. And we hope to grow from there. We've subsequently expanded our position in Greenland. We've done a lot more staking because we want to be, we see a lot of opportunity, I should say. We see significant opportunity in the country. And again, it never saw lithium exploration. So we believe that there's a lot more to be found, and that's our bread and butter. I mean, we're here to find and delineate lithium assets. And we're going to absolutely be leveraging that in Greenland. So the discovery, I mean, it's easily accessible. It's, on tidewater. It's a short flight out from the capital by helicopter. It's pretty much everything you want to see. But obviously, we're going to be going back there this year. There's a lot more work that needs to be done. We, as I mentioned, staked a lot more. So it's going to be another pretty exciting year for Brunswick Exploration, irrespective of what the lithium price does.
Right. And you've probably, you've articulated some of it at the beginning of my question. But we're here at VRIC and you're speaking to investors. What are you telling them? Why should they remain excited or optimistic about lithium?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you notice trends, and I think that's one of the key things. And why it matters for lithium is cost of power. I mean, that's something that everyone likes to forget in the equation. It's not so much oil versus this versus that, policies versus right-wing policies versus left-wing policies. Set that aside for now. Ultimately, solar power is now at such a competitive level that it is one of the cheapest energy sources out there, and it's scalable from a small, solar panel you're putting on your house to a large industrial field. And ultimately, when people make business decisions, they're going to take a good hard look at that overall cost base. And if the cheapest power available is solar, they will invest in solar alongside energy storage, which is where lithium comes into the picture. And so that's why I tell people, look, you need to have exposure to lithium, and now's the best time to be owning it. A lot of these companies on the either be exploration or production, you want to be a shareholder with visibility on that front over 12, 24, 36 months. And lithium has a lot of room to grow, especially from these lows. And you want to be involved with companies that are active. And look, we're definitely active across, now 2 countries, I guess you could say, Canada and Greenland, across 2 assets. And we're going to continue leveraging that expertise. I think we have more discoveries to make. I'm quite convinced that we're still just getting warmed up.
And we'll leave it at that. Thanks again, Killian, for taking the time to speak to me today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thanks. And thanks, everyone, for watching. Join us again next time for another edition of CEO Insights. If you like this video, like or leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exclusive interviews and updates.